I spent 5 years learning one hard truth. To some people, you're not a wife. You're an ATM that never gets to clock out. Shall you eat more? Work has made you so thin lately. Got it, Mom. Hey, bro, sis, stop eating and look at this apartment. It's in the south side, close to my job. The total is $2 million and the down payment plus fees is about $500,000. Xiaoya and I plan to marry by year end, so it would be perfect for us. Wow, this place looks impressive. Xiaoyu really has good taste. Looks good. A wedding does call for a decent home. Sis, you can cover the $500,000 down payment. The sales office says if we pay the deposit today, they'll throw in a parking spot. The dining room went silent. I looked up and calmly stared at Chen Yu. Is your memory that bad? Your $200,000 car loan was $4,000 a month for 3 years, and I paid every installment. It was only cleared last month. I never chased you once, and you never even said thank you. Why are you keeping score with me? I never forced you to pay. My brother said you two had money to spare and could help me out. We're family. What's the point of bringing this up now? Mom, what do you think? Suging? I don't like that attitude. Family shouldn't split every penny. You're a woman earning over $30,000 a month, while Chen Hao only makes $5,000. Since you earn more, of course you should help more. You married into our family, not into an accounting firm. I took a deep breath and said nothing to my mother-in-law. Instead, I looked at my husband, Chen Hao. Since his brother asked for the money, he hadn't said a word. He was still calmly picking bones from his fish. I only needed one sentence from him, or even one look. Chen Hao, what do you think about the $500,000? What is there to think about? Mom is right. You make so much every month, so it's not like you can't afford $500,000. Zhao Yu's wedding is a major family event. What's wrong with his sister-in-law paying the down payment? Stop being selfish. I'm selfish? We've been married 5 years. For the last 3, I've paid the mortgage, utilities, gas, and maintenance fees alone. I even paid your brother's car loan. Your salary barely covers your own spending, and you still send money to your mom. Now you demand $500,000 like I'm a money printing machine? Suving, are you determined to humiliate everyone tonight? Let me make this clear. You will pay that $500,000 down payment, refuse to help, and we're getting divorced. This marriage is over. I froze. I thought he would calm everyone down or defend me. I never expected him to stand directly against me. Exactly, sis. Even my brother has spoken. If you refuse to hand over the money now, you're deliberately trying to ruin our family. Every word felt like another stone on my chest. I earned $30,000 a month, gave my husband $15,000 for household expenses, paid the mortgage, and covered his brother's $4,000 car loan. I was left with only $500 for myself. I looked at the 4 hateful faces in front of me. This time I didn't beg, explain, or scream. I calmly stood up, put on my coat, and picked up my handbag. Fine, I'll remember what you said. I opened the door and walked out without looking back. Behind me came Zhang Guilin's insults and the sound of Chen Hao smashing a wine glass. Neon lights flashed outside the car. I sat behind the wheel without starting it, opened my banking app, and entered my password. The joint account showed a balance of 2.5. The transaction history revealed a $500,000 transfer at 2:30 that afternoon. The recipient was Chen Yu. Well played, Chen Hao. You threatened me with divorce, then moved the money behind my back. Without hesitating, I called the bank's customer service line. Representative. Hello, thank you for calling. Hello, how may I help you? I'm Su Qing, the card holder of the account ending in 4589. Freeze every secondary card linked to my primary card immediately and report them lost. Yes, freeze them now. After hanging up, I tossed my phone onto the passenger seat, started the car, and drove away from the restaurant. I opened my front door to a pitch-black living room. Without turning on the lights, I went straight to the bedroom, switched on the closet light, pulled down a huge black suitcase, unzipped it, and laid it flat on the floor. I went to Chen Hao's closet and ripped down his expensive suits and shirts, hangers and all. Then came his watches, ties, underwear, and leather shoes. In under 10 minutes, the suitcase was packed solid. I pressed down hard and forced the zipper shut. I dragged the heavy suitcase into the hallway, left it beside the elevator, went back inside, and locked the door. Mr. Wang, bring your strongest high-security lock cylinder and change my lock immediately. I'll pay double for the rush job. You must be here within 10 minutes. After calling the locksmith, I went to the study, opened my laptop, downloaded 3 years of bank statements, put on my Bluetooth headset, and dialed another number. Miss Su, why are you calling so late? What happened? Attorney Lin, I want to file for divorce. You finally decided? I've advised you so many times, but you always thought the marriage could still work. What line did he cross today? Chen Hao demanded $500,000 for his brother's apartment down payment. When I refused, he threatened divorce. Worse, I just checked the account. He already transferred the entire $500,000 from my bank account to Chen Yu. He moved a large amount of marital property without your consent. Su Qing, do you have the transfer record? I've downloaded the transaction details. Also, I bought this apartment in full before marriage, and the deed is in my name alone. Excellent. For intentionally transferring marital assets, we can ask the court to award him less or even none of the marital property and recover the $500,000. Chen Yu has probably paid the deposit already, and the money is in his account. Bring every document tomorrow morning. I'll immediately request a preservation order to freeze Chen Yu's bank accounts. If he uses the money for the down payment, we can even halt the registration process for the new apartment. Good. I want Chen Hao walking away with nothing, and I want Chen Yu's dream apartment to disappear. See you tomorrow, Attorney Lin. The locksmith soon finished changing the lock. After he left, I poured myself a glass of water and sat on the couch. My phone suddenly lit up and vibrated non-stop. It was Chen Hao. I answered without expression and switched on speakerphone. Suging, what the hell are you doing? Why did you change the lock? Why is my luggage in the hallway? Open the door! My parents bought this apartment for me. Now that I'm divorcing you, you have no claim to it. I packed your things already. Take them and go live in your brother's new apartment. Are you insane? You're divorcing me over 500,000? Divorcing you over 500,000? Stop pretending, Chen Hao. When you transferred 500,000 from our joint account to Chen Yu at 2:30 this afternoon, did you really think I wouldn't find out? It was our marital savings. What's wrong with using 500,000 for my brother's down payment? Since his sister-in-law refused to help, I had to find another way. 400,000 of that money came from commissions I earned over the years. Transferring it without my consent is legally considered an intentional transfer of marital property. Don't scare me with legal jargon. The money is already in Zhao Yu's account and the deposit is paid. What can you do? Now unfreeze my credit card and all the secondary cards. Unfreeze them? Not a chance. You're so used to spending my money that you think it's your right. I won't just make sure you leave with nothing. I'll make Chen Yu return every cent he swallowed, with interest. Suging, you wouldn't dare. You're vicious. We're family. Family? Did you treat me like family while plotting to take my savings? From now on, stop calling me. Speak to my lawyer. The next morning, 3 familiar people surrounded me in the lobby: Chen Hao, my mother-in-law Zhang Guilan, and Chen Yu. Chen Hao had dark circles under his eyes, while Zhang Guilan glared at me in fury. Suging, how can you be so cruel? Hao stood outside half the night, and you wouldn't even open the door. Suging, we're married. Do you really have to make this so ugly? Do you still consider the Chen family your own? The moment you threatened me with divorce at dinner and secretly drained our joint savings, you stopped treating me like family. When all of you teamed up to take my money, wasn't that ugly too? Several elderly neighbors out for groceries or a morning walk stopped nearby, pointing and whispering, "Put your phone down. We can talk at home. Stop embarrassing us in public." Home? Yesterday, you forced me to change the locks on my own home. I'm going to work and don't have time for this. Chen Hao, this is your final notice. I am divorcing you, and I will recover every cent of that 500,000 through legal action. Sis, it's only 500,000. Is this really necessary? My wedding and apartment are about carrying on the Chen family name. Do you have to cause trouble right now? Chen Yu, you're 27, not 7. I paid your car loan for 3 years. Now you want a $2 million apartment and expect me to cover the down payment too. When are you going to stop acting like an overgrown child? Suzing, my mom couldn't sleep all night because of you. Unfreeze the cards, come home and apologize. Then we'll let this go. Apologize? You're the ones who owe me one. Chen Hao, starting this month, you pay your own expenses. Collection calls will go directly to your phone. Stop harassing me, or I really will call the police. What kind of curse has fallen on the Chen family? How did we end up with such a cold-blooded daughter-in-law? She'll watch her brother-in-law lose his wedding and drive our whole family to ruin. More neighbors stopped to watch. Embarrassed, Chen Hao reached for my phone. I stepped aside and stared him down. Touch me again. There are cameras everywhere. Do you want to spend a few days in custody? What exactly do you want? Simple. First, my lawyer has formally filed for divorce. Second, Chen Yu, I canceled the automatic payment for your car loan. From this month on, you pay it. If late payments damage your credit, that's your problem. Third, stop blocking me here. This apartment is my separate property. Harass me again and I call the police. Without giving them a chance to respond, Su Qing put away her phone, walked past them, and headed for her car. Behind her came Zhang Guilan's louder curses and Chen Yu's furious stomping. I pushed a thick folder toward the man across the desk. Attorney Lin specialized in marital property disputes. Ms. Su, your decisiveness is impressive. We spoke last night, and by this morning, you'd already organized 3 years of bank statements and the property documents. You can't hesitate for even 1 minute when dealing with greedy people. Attorney Lin, is this evidence enough? This is the key document. Chen Hao transferred a large amount of marital property to his brother without your consent. This is a textbook intentional transfer of marital assets. In that situation, can we ask the court to award him less property or none at all? Absolutely. And because the money was transferred to Chen Yu for a home down payment, we can immediately request a preservation order. Will that order return the money right away? Not immediately. If he already paid the developer, we can ask the court to freeze the apartment's registration process. Either way, he won't be able to complete the purchase smoothly. Perfect. They thought taking the money ended the story. I want every cent returned with interest. Also, you've covered all household expenses for 3 years. I recommend asking the court to obtain statements for every bank account under Chen Hao's name. You think he's hiding more money? Experience says a man who exploits his wife usually keeps a backup fund for himself or secretly sends money to his birth family. Then do it. I'll sign the representation agreement now and pay your highest fee. I have one goal. He leaves with nothing and the 500,000 comes back. I was answering emails at my computer when my phone lit up with an unlisted landline number. Hello, Ching Ching? It's Dad. Dad, what do you need? Ching Ching, Chen Hao told me what happened downstairs. Your mother has a quick temper and says harsh things, so don't take it personally. Her blood pressure spiked after she got home, and now she can't get out of bed. Dad, if you called just to tell me she's sick, you called the wrong person. Sick people should call emergency services and go to a hospital. I'm not a doctor and I can't treat high blood pressure. Ching Ching, we're family. Chen Hao was wrong to take the 500,000, but he did it for his brother. For my sake, unfreeze the money. The sales office is demanding the down payment. If Xiao Yu can't pay, his wedding will fall apart. It's not that I have no compassion. Your whole family has never valued what I've done. Why should Chen Yu use my hard-earned money to buy a home? You worry that he can't make the payment, but never worry about me working late every night. Then what do you want? Are you really taking this to court? Divorce is bad for a woman's reputation. My reputation isn't worth 500,000. The money is. Tell Chen Hao and Chen Yu that my lawyer has full authority. The court summons will arrive soon. As long as I refuse to back down, Chen Yu will not buy that apartment. I hung up before my father-in-law Chen Jianguo could say anything else. Leaning back in my chair, I finally let out a long breath. 3 days later, Chen Yu was holding coffee and bragging to coworkers about the luxury apartment he was buying in the South Side when an unknown number called. Hello, who's this? Is this Mr. Chen Yu? Your car loan account ending in 6789 has a payment of $4,000 due this month. It is now 3 days overdue. When can you make the payment? Overdue? Impossible. It was always paid automatically. Is your banking system broken? Mr. Chen, our system shows that the linked account previously authorized for automatic payment has been disconnected and the authorization canceled. Please deposit enough money immediately, or the late payment may affect your credit record. That weekend, I was reading on the couch in my pajamas when Chen Yu called. I answered slowly, switched to speakerphone, and placed the phone on the coffee table. Suking, are you crazy? Why did you cancel the account paying my car loan? The bank called my office, and now my coworkers are laughing at me. Chen Yu, your memory is as bad as ever. I told you downstairs 3 days ago that I would no longer pay your car loan. The car is in your name, and you're the one driving it. Why should your soon-to-be ex-sister-in-law keep paying? My brother promised me that car when I got married. If you don't pay, who will? Suching, cover the overdue payment now, or I'll make a scene at your office. Make a scene at my office? Please do. I'll have tea ready and let my coworkers hear how a man pushing 30 proudly demands that his sister-in-law pay his car loan and apartment down payment. You poisonous woman. My brother had the worst luck in 8 lifetimes marrying you. I agree. I was incredibly unlucky. But here's a reminder. You think that $500,000 guarantees your apartment? Go check your bank balance right now. What do you mean? What did you do? Nothing much. My lawyer just told me the court issued the preservation order. The $500,000 in your account and the unregistered apartment should both be judicially frozen by now. Impossible. The money is in my account. How can you freeze it? You're lying. Ask the bank and find out. Chen Yu, every cent you swallowed is coming back out. Mr. Chen, we've checked again. Every account under your name is indeed under a judicial freeze. That's impossible. It's my money. I just deposited it. Mr. Chen, we're only enforcing the order. The document clearly states this is a divorce property dispute. Until the court lifts the freeze, no funds in your accounts can be moved. Not 1 cent. I can't touch it? Not even 1 cent? If you have questions, contact the number on the order or speak with your attorney. Chen Yu stumbled out of the bank in a daze and collapsed onto the front steps. Soft music played in the cafe. Chen Yu's fiancée, Xiaoya, sat by the window in an elegant dress, browsing furniture on her tablet. Sweaty and pale, Chen Yu pushed through the glass door and sat across from her. Honey, look at this leather sofa. It would look perfect in our huge living room. Manager Wang from the sales office just messaged asking when we'll come pay the down payment. Let's go now. They're even doing a prize draw today. Xiaoya, we might not be able to make the down payment today. We can't pay? Chen Yu, what does that mean? We agreed to finish everything today. Don't tell me you used the money for something else. No, the money is still in the account. The bank has a problem. There's a transfer limit, so I can't move that much today. We'll come back next week. A transfer limit? Banks don't randomly block a $500,000 down payment. Didn't you say your brother transferred the money ages ago? Chen Yu, what are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything. The bank system is just being upgraded. Let's go home and come back once it's fixed. Give me your phone. Why? I said give me your phone. I want to see the balance and account status myself. If you won't show me today, the wedding is off. Under Xiaoya's hard stare, Chen Yu deflated. He pulled out his phone, unlocked it with shaking hands, and opened mobile banking. Xiaoya snatched it and studied the screen. Judicial freeze? Chen Yu, you called this a transfer limit? Why did a court freeze your account? Xiaoya, listen. It's a misunderstanding. My sister-in-law, no, that crazy Suqing, is divorcing my brother. She claims the $500,000 is marital property and asked the court to freeze it. What? The $500,000 wasn't your brother's own savings? It was your sister-in-law's money and he secretly transferred it to you behind her back? Her money is my brother's money. He's the head of the family. What's wrong with giving me some for a home? Who knew that crazy woman would be so heartless and freeze my card? Chen Yu, I must have been blind to choose you. Your brother stole his wife's hard-earned money to buy you a home and you think that's normal. Then when she fights back, you call her crazy. Xiaoya, don't say that. We're getting married. We're family. My brother will fix this. As long as he refuses the divorce, Suqing can't get the money back. Just give me time. Give you time? Will the sales office give me time? If we don't pay tomorrow, we lose the deposit. I told you already. Without that $2 million apartment, I will not marry you. Xiaoya, after 3 years together, you're leaving me over an apartment? We can rent a place first. Wake up, you overgrown baby. You can't even buy a home without bleeding your sister-in-law dry. What kind of man are you? The money is frozen, the apartment is gone, and so is our engagement. Never contact me again. Xiaoya stormed out of the cafe in heels without looking back. Chen Yu stood drenched and humiliated as customers stared. His fists clenched so tightly his nails nearly cut into his palms. After being kicked out, Chen Hao moved back into his parents' cramped 2-bedroom rental. His luggage filled the living room. Zhang Guilan carried out a plate of vegetables while he sat on the worn couch smoking, angry and defeated. Chen Jianggo sighed nearby. Xiao Yu, why are you acting like a maniac? Who upset you? It's gone, Mom. Everything is gone. Xiaoya dumped me and I can't buy the apartment. What happened? Weren't you paying the down payment today? Why would Xiaoya leave you? This is all your fault. Suqing froze the $500,000 you gave me. Xiaoya saw I couldn't pay and dumped me on the spot. Bro, you said the money was safe. Give me back my wife and my apartment. Suqing wants the Chen family line to end. How can she be so cruel? She kicked Hao out and ruined my younger son's marriage too. Frozen? How did she move so fast? She only hired a lawyer yesterday. Chen Hao, this is your mess. I told you to discuss the transfer with Ching first. Now you've lost everything. Discuss what? She makes so much every month and refuses to give Mom a cent. She saved it all in that account. If I hadn't moved it secretly, how was Xiaoyu supposed to get married? I did it for this family. Are you Mr. Chen Hao? These are the court summons and divorce complaint. Please sign here. This is outrageous, absolutely outrageous. What does it say? What is she demanding? She wants me to leave with nothing. She also wants the 500,000 back and another 300,000 for all the household expenses she covered over the last 3 years. Bro, you can't agree. Do not sign anything. If you leave with nothing, I'll never afford a home. She wants me to leave empty-handed? Dream on. She bought that apartment before marriage, but any increase in value during the marriage is marital property. I want half. Exactly, take half. That apartment is worth at least 4 million now. The appreciation alone must be hundreds of thousands. How? Don't back down. She thinks she can dump me that easily? Not a chance. I'll go to her office today and expose her in front of her boss and coworkers. Let's see how she survives in the industry after that. The office was busy when the elevator doors opened. Chen Hao, wearing a wrinkled jacket and waving a printed complaint, stormed onto the floor. Everyone stopped working and stared. A few nearby women even stepped back. I walked out of the director's office holding documents, heard the commotion, and calmly faced him. Suging, we've been married 5 years. I handed you my salary, yet you secretly moved assets, kicked me out, and changed the locks. My mother is hospitalized with high blood pressure, and you ruined my brother's wedding. How can someone this immoral be a manager here? Chen Hao, it's a shame you never became an actor. You're excellent at rewriting reality. Rewriting reality? You sent me this complaint, didn't you? You want me to leave with nothing and keep all the property, even if it destroys the family. Today, your bosses and coworkers will see how vicious you really are. Chen Hao, you claim you gave me your salary, but your 8,000 a month didn't even cover your own spending. You constantly ask me for extra money to support your parents. For 5 years, I alone paid the mortgage, utilities, and maintenance fees. That's because you earn more. You make 30,000 a month. What's wrong with paying more? So, because I earn more, I'm your family's ATM? Everyone. 3 days ago, Chen Hao secretly transferred 500,000 from our joint account to his brother for an apartment down payment. When I froze it, he threatened divorce if I refused. Now he wants part of my apartment, even though I bought it in full before marriage and only my name is on the deed. You took 500,000 of my hard-earned money to subsidize your brother, and you still have the nerve to cause a scene at my office. Stop making excuses. Yes, you bought the apartment before marriage, but its market value rose by nearly 1 million over 5 years. That appreciation is marital property, and I deserve half. If you don't pay, I'll come here every day. Hello, police? Someone is causing a disturbance, seriously disrupting our office and attempting extortion. Yes, he's still here. Please send officers immediately. Fine, Subing. You're ruthless. This isn't over. I'm telling you, I will get my share of that apartment. I briefly told Attorney Lin what happened that morning. He listened, shook his head with a smile, and handed me a neatly organized file. Chen Hao causing a scene at your office didn't hurt you at all. It only proved he's volatile and unreasonable. In court, that will make him look terrible. At the office today, he said the apartment I bought outright before marriage rose by 1 million yuan in 5 years, and he wants half the appreciation. Is that really legal? Not at all. He probably skimmed a few half-baked legal posts online and decided he was an expert. The law is clear. Natural market appreciation on separate property remains separate, and the other spouse has no claim to it. Good. Unless we made major renovations or structural changes after marriage, right? Right. But you said the luxury renovation was also paid for by you before marriage, and there were no major changes afterward. His chance of getting any of that appreciation is basically zero. But I called you in because I found something more important. These are the last 3 years of bank statements from every account under Chen Hao's name. You said his 8,000 yuan monthly salary was never enough and you still had to cover the household. Want to know where his money went? These charges are from gaming companies and live stream platforms. Exactly. Over 3 years, Chen Hao spent 120,000 yuan on a major online game and virtual gear. He also tipped several female streamers more than 80,000 yuan. That's 200,000 yuan total. He played broke at home and made me pay every living expense while using marital money to act like a big shot in games and live streams. We can argue that he seriously depleted marital assets. Combined with the 500,000 yuan he transferred to Chen Yu, the evidence is now very strong. Su Qing, we can push for him to receive little or nothing and demand repayment for what he squandered. Attorney Lin, you have all the evidence. I want the hearing as soon as possible. I don't want one more minute of legal connection to that family. The rental apartment felt suffocating. The food had gone cold and no one touched it. Chen Hao sat on the couch rubbing his face. Chen Yu stood nearby with red eyes, gripping a car key, while Chen Zhongguo kept sighing. Bro, did you get the money from Su Qing's office or not? Xiaoya blocked me. The sales office called 3 times today. If I don't finish the down payment tomorrow, they'll keep my deposit and hold me liable for breach. Where am I supposed to get it? I went to her office and caused a scene, and she called the police in front of everyone. She's determined to take me to court. How am I supposed to pay your down payment? How? You promised me that 500,000. Now you're saying you can't do anything? Because of you, I lost my fiancé and the apartment. You owe me. This family is falling apart and you two are still fighting? Chen Yu, calm down. How? This started because of you. You do need to find a solution. Find a solution? What solution? The court summons already arrived, and she won't even give me a share of the apartment's appreciation. How? I thought of something. Your car cost almost 200,000 yuan. Sell it now, raise maybe 80 or 100,000, and help Chen Yu finish the down payment. Save the apartment first. Mom, what did you just say? Sell my car? I need it for work and client visits every day. How am I supposed to live without it? Come on, bro, mom's right. You're getting divorced anyway. Why does a single guy need that car? Sell it for now and buy another one after this blows over. Has anyone here thought about me? Su Qing kicked me out and I'm about to have nothing. Instead of helping me, you want me to sell my car to fill Chen Yu's hole. Chen Hao, watch your mouth. Chen Yu is your own brother. The Chen family line depends on him marrying and having children. You're the older brother. What's wrong with making a sacrifice? I raised you to give way to him. He needs help now, so why can't you sell one car? Give way to him? For 5 years, I gave way to him by secretly transferring 500,000 yuan of my wife's marital money so he could buy an apartment. And what happened? Su Qing wants a divorce and wants me to leave with nothing. I've lost everything and you still want my last drop of blood. Chen Yu, Su Xing also paid off your car loan. Now that you're in trouble, why don't you sell your own car for the down payment? Why should I sell mine? I need it to drive Xiaoya around and keep up appearances. You're about to be a divorced bachelor. Who are you trying to impress with such a nice car? Ha ha ha. Great, just great. This is my family. Su Qing was right. You're all vampires. Keep fighting. I'm never selling that car. It's the last thing I own. Standing in the rundown hallway as cold air swept past, he finally realized he hadn't just lost Su Qing, his former cash machine. Even the family he fought so hard to protect had only seen him as a tool to drain dry. Under a dim streetlight, Chen Hao's car sat alone by the curb. The cabin was dark except for the faint dashboard glow. He curled up in the driver's seat under a wrinkled coat, with empty bread bags and water bottles scattered beside him. Then his phone lit up, painfully bright in the darkness. Hello, Mom. How? Where are you? Why aren't you back this late? Your brother is losing his mind. The sales office called again. If they don't get the balance by 10 tomorrow morning, they'll keep the deposit and demand 500,000 yuan in penalties. Mom, is that really all you called about? Did you even ask where I'm sleeping tonight? You're a grown man. You can sleep anywhere for one night. Your brother's situation affects the Chen family's reputation. Call Su Qing, beg her, kneel if you have to, and make her release that 500,000. She blocked me. Mom, stop pushing me. I don't have... Chen Hao hung up, threw the phone into the back seat, and gripped the steering wheel until his knuckles went white. He pressed his forehead against it as his shoulders shook. I had just stepped out of the building when a filthy figure rushed over and dropped to his knees in front of me. It was Chen Hao, looking 10 years older. Qing, I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. I shouldn't have gone to your office or transferred the money behind your back. Please unfreeze the account. I'm begging you. Chen Yu's situation is life or death. Life or death. Did Chen Yu break an arm or a leg? He's an adult who signed a home contract without thinking. Now he expects me to pay for it? I was stupid. My mother pressured me until I had no choice. Qing, forgive me this once and I'll do whatever you say. I won't divorce you. Let's fix our marriage. I'll hand over my entire salary and keep nothing. Hand over your whole salary? Chen Hao, is that 8,000 yuan meant for game top-ups or for tipping those fairies in live stream rooms? What are you talking about? I don't understand. You don't understand? Here are 3 years of gaming charges, 120,000 yuan. Here are 2 years of tips to a streamer called Moon Baby, over 80,000. 200,000 total. Very generous, Chen Hao. Qing, let me explain. I was under a lot of pressure. It was just entertainment. Pressure? I worked 14 hours a day. Was I not under pressure? I saved every cent for this family while you spent money pretending to be rich. You kept saying your salary wasn't enough and made me pay the bills. So this is where it all went. It was my salary. What's wrong with spending some of it? I didn't cheat on you or anything. Chen Hao, you didn't just transfer 500,000 yuan in bad faith. You also squandered 200,000 in marital assets. I submitted additional evidence to the court. You'll get none of the apartment's appreciation, and you'll owe me that 200,000. Chen Yu anxiously circled a used car manager, gesturing nonstop. This is the top trim. It cost over 180,000 yuan new. I need money fast. At least give me 100,000. Mr. Chen, this car has been in an accident. The front bumper was repainted, and the mileage is very high. The used car market is weak. 60,000 is our absolute limit. 60,000? What can 60,000 do? You're taking advantage of me. Sell it or don't. Ask around the whole city. Who else will pay cash for it today? Chen Yu kicked the tire hard. His phone kept ringing. Every call was from his mother, Zhang Guilan. As he stared at the screen, something wild slowly appeared in his eyes. The next day, frantic knocking came from the door. Su Qing's mother opened it and found Zhang Guilan holding discounted fruit, wearing an overly eager smile. What brings you here today? I had nowhere else to turn. Qing has become so heartless. She's trying to destroy Chen Hao. Qing told us about the divorce. You knew Chen Hao transferred 500,000 yuan, didn't you? That was for Chen Yu's marriage. We're all family. Why split hairs over whose money it is? Now Qing froze the funds. If Chen Yu loses the apartment, his life is ruined. You're the elders. Talk to her and have her release the money for now. We can discuss the rest later. Discuss what? Has Qing not suffered enough in your family? You all schemed against my daughter together and now you still have the nerve to come here asking for money? If the Su family treats us like this, I'll make it clear. If Su Qing doesn't unfreeze the account, I'll cause a scene outside your home and let every neighbor see how you abandon people in crisis. If you want to perform, I'll call the media right now and let the whole city watch your show. You ungrateful daughter-in-law, you still dare come back. First, I filed for divorce, so we have no relationship now. Second, Chen Yu illegally took the 500,000 yuan, and the court has frozen it under an asset preservation order. Third, I'm also suing over the 200,000 Chen Hao squandered. What 200,000? Ask your wonderful son. He'd rather give money to women online than buy you 1 bottle of blood pressure medicine. Your whole family disgusts me. Get out of my house now, or I'll report you for trespassing. Chen Hao was asleep on the worn couch with a coat over his head. Zhang Yilan stormed in, panting, didn't even change her shoes, and ripped the coat off him. Chen Hao, get up! You always cried poor and claimed Su Qing controlled your money. So you were throwing it all at women online? You heartless piece of trash. Mom, what are you freaking out about now? I haven't slept properly in days. Can you let me have 1 quiet minute? Quiet? You still think you deserve quiet? I swallowed my pride and begged Su Qing today, and she exposed every filthy thing you did. 200,000 yuan, spent tipping female streamers and feeding that stupid game. Mom, don't believe Su Qing's lies. She wants me to leave with nothing, so she'll fabricate anything. Those records are fake. Fake? She had itemized statements in her hand. You gave that moon baby thousands every month. Your own mother eats scraps and can't afford decent blood pressure medicine while you support women online. Do you have no conscience? Mom, what are you talking about? What 200,000? Chen Yu, your ungrateful brother, had money the whole time. Over 3 years, he secretly spent more than 200,000 yuan on games and live streams. If he'd given it to you earlier, your down payment would have been covered. None of this would have happened. 200,000? Chen Hao, you had 200,000 yuan? Let go of me. I earned that salary myself. I work hard every day. What's wrong with spending some money to relieve stress? Relieve stress? You played rich online while your own brother begged for a down payment. You knew I was getting married, but you'd rather send gifts to streamers than lend me anything. Do I owe you? I used Su Qing's money to pay off your car loan, and I risked my marriage to transfer you 500,000 for the down payment. Now I don't even have a place to live. What more do you want? You deserve it. You're useless. You can't handle your wife at home, but you act rich outside. Xiaoya left me because of you. If you don't fix this, I'll never let it go. Chen Jiangguo came out, looked at his 2 sons glaring at each other, and sighed heavily before crouching silently in the corner. The family that once seemed united had completely shattered over money. In the bright sales lounge, Chen Yu sat sweating on a leather sofa. Across from him, manager Wang wore a professional smile, but his eyes were cold. Under the contract, you had to complete the remaining down payment and online signing by 10 a.m. today. That deadline has passed. Manager Wang, please make an exception. I promise I'll have the money by next week. Just give me 3 more days. Mr. Chen, that isn't my decision. The system locks automatically. Because you missed the payment deadline, your reservation was canceled. The apartment has been relisted for public sale. Canceled? What about my deposit? I already paid 100,000 yuan. Under Clause 3 of the purchase agreement you signed, failure to make the down payment on time for reasons attributable to the buyer is a unilateral breach. The developer may retain the entire deposit as damages. Retain it? I worked for years to save that 100,000. You can't just take it. This contract is unfair. Give it back. I'm not buying anymore. Mr. Chen, you read and personally sign the contract, and it is legally binding. You may challenge the terms through lawful channels, but shouting here will solve nothing. Chen Yu collapsed onto the sofa, buried his face in his hands, and began crying. That 100,000 yuan was every cent he had saved in 3 years. Now the apartment was gone, his fiancée was gone, and his final savings had vanished too. You've worked hard through all this. Our evidence is solid. The husband committed serious misconduct during the marriage, and we have proof of intentional asset transfers. Our case is very strong. That's thanks to your professionalism. As long as I don't see that family, even my sleep has improved. I heard Zhang Guilan caused trouble at your parents' home today. Are they all right? She only bullies people she thinks are weak. I put Chen Hao's 200,000 yuan spending records in front of her, and she panicked. The Chen family worships money. Now that Chen Hao spent what they see as family funds on himself, they must already be tearing each other apart. Exactly as expected. Families that survive by draining one person collapse the moment the outside money stops. Then every buried conflict explodes. Chen Yu's home payment deadline was today, right? Yes. With the 500,000 yuan frozen, he couldn't finish the payment. The developer wouldn't wait, so his 100,000 yuan deposit is gone for good. Chen Yu lost the apartment and his fiancée, plus the 100,000 deposit. He'll blame Chen Hao. Now Chen Hao must face our lawsuit and deal with his difficult parents and brother. That's the road he chose. When he played the hero and treated me like a fool, he should have known this day would come. I only care about every cent of my money returning to my account. Night fell. The rental apartment was dark, barely lit by a street lamp outside. Chen Hao sat among empty beer cans. Then the door was kicked open, and Chen Yu stumbled in, radiating despair. Chen Yu, you're back. What did the sales office say? Will they give you a few more days? More days? They took the apartment back. My entire 100,000 yuan deposit is gone. Gone. They kept all 100,000? That was the marriage money you saved for 3 years. My apartment is gone. My money is gone. Bro, are you happy now? There was nothing we could do. Who knew Su Qing would be this ruthless? Su Qing was ruthless? If you hadn't transferred the money, and if you hadn't spent money on female streamers, would I be here now? You ruined me. You owe me. How am I supposed to repay you? I'm about to lose my job too. Your car. Give me the keys. It can still sell for 80 or 100,000. That will cover my lost deposit. No way, that car is my last asset. What gives you the right to take it? What gives me the right? You owe me. You won't hand it over? Fine. Chen Yu, what are you doing? Don't do anything stupid. If you don't give me the keys today, I'll smash things in this apartment every night. If I can't live in peace, neither can you. You're completely unreasonable. Enough. Both of you, shut up. Chen Hao packed tonight. Sell the car tomorrow, give your brother 100,000 and keep the rest for rent. From now on, you two stay out of each other's lives. As far as we're concerned, we never had an older son. Dad, you're throwing me out? You're cutting me off over his 100,000 yuan? Chen Jianguo's hand trembled as he pointed at the door. Chen Hao stared at his father and brother, his shock slowly hardening into complete indifference. Dad, you just said I should sell my car, give the money to Chen Yu, and then leave. Is that right? You caused this. Chen Yu's 100,000 can't just disappear. You're the older brother, so you must take responsibility. Your father is right. You caused the mess, so who else should fix it? Hand over the keys. Chen Yu will sell it tomorrow, and then this is over. Over? I give you the last thing I own, go sleep on the street, and the three of you live happily here? That's what you call over? Enough talking, give us the keys. If you refuse, I'll throw every suitcase you own out the window tonight. Chen Hao said nothing. He turned toward the suitcases in the corner, opened one, pulled out a few clothes and toiletries, and shoved them into a backpack. What are you doing? Why are you packing? I told you to get the keys. Let go. Didn't you say you were cutting me off? Fine. From today on, whether I live or die has nothing to do with you. Chen Yu can pay his own debts. You're not leaving unless you hand over that car. Chen Yu, the car is registered in my name. Touch my keys and I'll report you for robbery. Your deposit was lost because you breached the contract. It has nothing to do with me. Block me again and I'll add every old debt you owe me. Chen Hao shoved past Chen Yu, opened the door, and walked out without looking back. Heavy footsteps echoed down the stairs. Under the blazing sun, a used car dealer inspected the engine bay with a flashlight. Chen Hao stood nearby, constantly wiping sweat from his forehead. Mr. Chen, the car is in average condition. The right front fender was replaced, and the maintenance history is incomplete. Most importantly, you need immediate cash, which increases our risk. Boss, I took good care of it and mostly used it to commute. I wouldn't sell unless I had to. Give me a fair price. I need an immediate transfer today. 80,000, final offer. Agree, and we transfer ownership and pay you now. 80,000? This car cost almost 300,000 new and is only 3 years old. That's robbery. Give me at least 100,000. Then try another dealer. Fine. 80,000. Let's do the paperwork now. The dealer turned away with a satisfied smile. Chen Hao had no money, his bank cards were frozen, and his credit cards were almost maxed out. He needed the cash for rent and a cheap lawyer to answer Su Qing's lawsuit. The conference room was cool and quiet. Su Qing sat at the long table reviewing project documents when Attorney Lin entered with a freshly printed file. Su Qing, there's a new development. I checked Chen Hao's asset activity. This morning, he transferred ownership of his car to a used car dealer. He sold the car for how much? The transaction shows 80,000 yuan, deposited into a newly opened account. He moved fast. The car was bought during the marriage with his salary account. Legally, it's still marital property, correct? Correct. He knowingly sold marital property without your consent during divorce proceedings. That is new evidence of hiding and transferring assets. We can demand the full 80,000 back, or ask the court to reduce or deny his share. He must be desperate. The Chen family only takes and never gives. With no money from them, he has to sell his belongings just to survive. He responded. He hired a trainee attorney from a small firm and says he'll attend. Don't worry, the pretrial mediation is just procedure. If he rejects our terms, we go straight to court. Ms. Su, my client, Mr. Chen Hao, has a clear position. He agrees to divorce but demands an equal division of marital assets, including the natural appreciation of the apartment in your name. Chen Hao, you really won't give up until there's nothing left. What makes you think you deserve half of anything? Ms. Su, the civil code provides that marital property acquired during marriage must be handled according to law. These are Chen Hao's spending records from the past 3 years, 200,000 yuan on online games, virtual gear, and live stream tips. Tell me, how much of that benefited the household? That was my own salary. I only spent a small part each month. Most of the time I wasn't wasting money. You earned 8,000 a month. Calculate how much 200,000 is out of 3 years of income. I paid utilities, property fees, even your brother's car loan. You acted rich in a virtual world, and now you want my apartment's appreciation? Besides wasting 200,000 yuan, Mr. Chen transferred 500,000 from the joint account to his brother right before divorce. This morning, he privately sold a marital vehicle for 80,000 and moved the proceeds into a new account. Mr. Chen, you never told me any of this. These facts are extremely damaging. In court, a judge may award you little or nothing and could order you to compensate your wife. That's not true. I only want what belongs to me. Su Qing, you can't be this cruel. You earn so much every month. You don't even need a few 100,000. Not needing money doesn't mean I'll give it to a man like you. My only terms are these. Waive every claim to my apartment and cooperate with returning the 500,000 yuan. Refuse and we go to court. I'll also recover the 200,000 you spent and the 80,000 car proceeds. Mr. Chen is your attorney. I advise accepting her terms. If you force this into court, you'll face high legal costs and may still leave owing hundreds of thousands. I won't sign. I will never sign. Chen Hao stumbled out of the office building. It was already dark. As he headed to the curb to call a ride back to his newly rented basement room, someone burst from the bushes and grabbed his arm. Bro, I finally found you. Why are you here? I have no money for you. No money? I went to the used car market. They said you sold your car this morning for 80,000. Your own brother lost his fiancée over 100,000 while you're enjoying yourself with 80 grand? That money is keeping me alive. I need rent, food, and a lawyer. Su Qing is trying to make me repay hundreds of thousands. Can you stop pushing me? Su Qing, pushing you is your problem. You owe me for the deposit. Give me the card or I'll call the police and report you for fraud. Chen Yu, are you trying to kill me? That 80,000 is for rent, food, and the lawsuit. Take it, and I'll sleep under a bridge tonight. Why should I care where you sleep? I lost my 100,000 deposit and my fiancé because of you. This 80,000 is compensation. Give me the card. Chen Yu stepped forward and searched Chen Hao's pockets. Chen Hao didn't resist. Chen Yu pulled a bank card from his shirt pocket and lit up with excitement. What's the pin? Your birthday. Mom's birthday. There's 80,000 on it. That's the last money I have. Smart choice. Don't come to me with your problems again. I can't help you. Chen Yu ran toward a nearby ATM without looking back. Watching him, Chen Hao closed his eyes and laughed bitterly. The family he had destroyed his marriage to protect was nothing but a pack of vampires. Once he lost his value, they discarded him without hesitation. Sugan, congratulations, you're finally free. Attorney Lin, I couldn't have done this without you these past few months. Chen Hao did it to himself. After Chen Yu took the 80,000 from the car sale, he couldn't even afford legal fees, so he had to accept mediation. Has the preservation process on the 500,000 been completed? The bank returned the entire 500,000 yuan to your personal account. The agreement is clear. Chen Hao waives all claims to your apartment and leaves the marriage with nothing. He must also repay 280,000 yuan in installments for the 200,000 he wasted and the 80,000 car sale. Make him repay it? He has nothing now. He probably can't even support himself. That's his problem. If he misses payments, the court can enforce the order. This is the price of his choices. Yes, everyone pays for their choices. I once believed that if I worked hard enough, I could pull that family back on track. Now I understand. Some people refuse to be saved. Old man, get me some water. Where's Chen Yu? Where else? He used the 80,000 from his brother to pay off credit cards, then blew the rest on food and fun in less than a month. Yesterday, he asked me for more. I said no, so he screamed at me and stormed out. What a curse. How did the Chen family end up like this? I'm out of blood pressure pills. Go downstairs and buy some. I'm so dizzy. Money, money, money. What money? Hao disappeared. In Suqing, our cash machine is gone. My pension all went to rent last month. I don't even have 50 yuan left. The door slammed open. Chen Yu shuffled in with greasy hair, carrying a bottle of cheap liquor. He reeked of alcohol, and his eyes were empty. You worthless spender. You finally came back? Your mother is sick and can't afford medicine, but you have money for alcohol. Medicine? When you drove my brother away over a few thousand, why didn't you think about who would buy medicine later? Isn't this what you made me? Since I was little, you taught me to take whatever I wanted. Now I have nothing. Are you satisfied? You animal! Now you're blaming us! Xiaoya is engaged to someone else. I saw her today in a Mercedes. She didn't even look at me. My apartment is gone, my fiancé is gone, I have nothing. The huge warehouse blazed with light. Chen Hao, drenched in sweat, loaded heavy boxes onto a cart. Years of lifting had left his hands covered in calluses and cuts. This shipment must leave before sunrise. You with the glasses, yes you, move faster. Coming, I'm coming! During his break, Chen Hao leaned against the boxes and pulled out an old phone with a cracked screen. Chen Yu had removed him from the family chat. Zuqing's profile picture was still the same landscape, but he knew she had blocked him. Then a debt collection message appeared, and his eyes filled with tears. He once had a respectable job and a wife willing to give everything for the family, but he insisted on playing savior to his relatives and chasing cheap vanity online. Now he had lost everything, carried heavy debt, and sold his labor in a windowless warehouse. President Su, Mr. Zhang from Dingxin Group verbally accepted our terms. If this major deal closes, your performance will rank first in the company this year. The general manager position will be yours. A verbal promise means nothing. Have legal review every clause this afternoon. I want the final version tomorrow morning. Remember, every advantage must remain in our hands. Let the past stay in the past. I walked to my car, opened the door, and slid behind the wheel. The engine roared to life, and the sports car merged into the city traffic, heading toward a wide, brightly lit road.